Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and today's makeup tutorial is going to be another first for me, something that I've never done before, but I love makeup, I love exploring new brands and also budget brands. I'm really into the drugstore, finding cool treasures there, and honestly I have found I can find a duplicate or sort of alternative product in the drugstore for most high-end products. But I decided to order a sort of a surprise box. And I went onto Etsy and I bought this box and it arrived yesterday, and it's supposed to be enough makeup products to do a full face, and I don't know what's in the box. All I know is I got the package and I just opened it. I have not literally opened the individual parts, so we're going to do it together. I've got my pair of scissors because I'm pretty sure that most things will be packed, wrapped up really well, and I'll be finding myself kind of trying to open things. And I don't know how much I'll be able to put or to tell you of the brands, because I have a feeling again that this little treasure box is going to have a lot of things that are unknown to me. Now the box did include a little bag of candy, which was kind of interesting, but it doesn't look very appetizing, but anyway, it's there. That was a nice little touch. And it was full of little, cards, thank you cards. Hope you enjoy the makeup, and thank you, Margaret, for your order. It was really very personal. This, by the way, cost me $40. So the whole thing. And this is what it is. It's a little pack of products. And I'm looking from the side, they're mostly trial size. I have no idea whether it's going to be it says it's a full face on the description. That means that it should have foundation, it should have all kinds of other things that you would put on a full application of makeup. So I'm going to open all these together and we're going to see what is here. Now, I'm very doubtful that there's going to be foundation. So I've actually got my own foundation, and I don't know quite how to open this because they're not going to be in any order. So I'm going to just kind of dig in as we go and see what happens. It's going to be fun. So hang on with me. I'm going to try not to make this too long, but okay, I'm going to apply my makeup. Now, I've actually put already my Growing Younger Gracefully serum, and that is something I've been using now for a long time, and I love it. It's really beautiful for my dry, older skin. And I've also added one thing to my skincare regime that I wanted to share with you, because it was something I read about and decided to try, and that's vitamin C. It's a vitamin C by Nip Fab, and I have no affiliation with them. I know the brand. It's a British brand. So when I was in the UK recently, I picked it up, and I've been using it with my serum, and I like the result. It's, my skin is very dry and it keeps it glowy and moist. But let's dig into my little bag of goodies here. And it says, thank you, little heart on the front. Okay, I'm actually quite excited because I don't know what is going to be in here. Don't you like this sometimes, that kind of surprise of buying something that you're like, what is that? Let me try. Anyway, I'll leave the details for where I ordered this, and depending on, of course, my review of how this goes, I will be honest about my findings. And it's all wrapped up in plastic and paper, and I'm going to use my scissors so I don't make too much noise in the background here. Okay, so the first thing that's on the top is something I should have used before I did this, which is W7 is a brand I'm familiar with. It's a face mask, and it says it's an avocado coconut face mask. I'll try that later. That's a kind of nice thing to start with. While we're talking, I'm going to put on my foundation, because I'm pretty sure there won't be a foundation that I can probably trust in here. But I'm going to use my Max Factor. This is my Ageless Elixir. It's a serum foundation. And of course, I've mentioned this before. I really love this foundation. I just got back, as I mentioned, from a trip to the UK, and I just took this with me. And oh my goodness, it was along with some makeup, but it was so lovely just to wake up in the morning, put it on without a brush, just kind of applying it, almost like a moisturizer, tinted moisturizer, but it's got enough of a pigment that it really does feel and look like makeup. Foundation. By the way, I wanted to mention one more thing, and I probably will do a separate video on this, but I've started doing something under my eyes that Wayne Goss recommended, and I'll leave a link to Wayne. He's a makeup artist. I've been following him for years, but he suggested this hack for your under eyes, and I've been doing it, and I think he's onto something. I truly do. And it's called slugging. And basically what you do at the evening when you are, putting your evening cream or face cream on is you put your eye cream on your under your eyes, and then you put like a good amount of Vaseline, and you put the Vaseline on top of the eye cream, and you go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, now I've got wrinkles. I'm 74, so I'm not complaining. I can see. My life is not focused that much anymore on how I look, but how I feel. And if my health is good and I feel positive and stress-free, that's more important than wrinkles. But I feel it made a difference under my eyes. I truly do. So I'm going to be I'm a fan of Wayne anyway, and I'm just going to make a little age spot. But see how that very, very lightweight moisturizer covered everything on my face. And I'll just put on my eyes. I don't know whether there's eye primer in here. I don't know whether there's a good blush. I have no idea of the colors. So there was no choice for that. So anyway, I think that's okay for foundation. So now I'm ready to get started. I've got a cloth here somewhere to wipe my hand. All right. I'm looking at this little stack of things and I don't really know where to begin because they're all wrapped up in paper, but I'm going to just do this as I mentioned. Thank goodness I brought my scissors along with me because I think I would have been lost. Okay, what is this? This is a brand called Monica. Oh, I should have had my magnifying glass. Very important component for this. It's shaky. What is it? Calming. Oh, it's a fixing spray. It's for at the end of your makeup application. It's a fixing spray. So I will just put that aside. It's something you spray on after your foundation. So, and your makeup. So I'm just taking the paper off. I think there's going to be quite a bit of crinkly noises in the background of this video. So I apologize for that because there's no other way I could do this without making it a surprise for me as well as for you. Now, what is this? This looks like a mascara. And the brand, I don't see, it's called, keep track of all these brands so that we don't completely work in the dark here. But this is a mascara, and it's looks like it's OG. It says OG waterproof mascara, and again, this is going to go on afterwards. Okay, whoa, it's a very, very big brush. I like that. So we will see how that works out. So we've got mascara now. I'm digging in here for some kind of blush or even eyeshadow to start with here. But this looks like a lip gloss, and I'm going to pull this one out. Brand. Not that it really matters, I suppose, because I'm pretty sure that all these brands are going to be ones that we don't know. They're not Maybellines. Well, some of them might be, who knows. But this is a lip gloss. And again, the one thing about drugstore, which I'm sure all of you have experienced if you have shopped in the drugstore, is that everything is packaged to an insanely crazy amount, and the protection is a priority. So that's that. Let me, oh wow, it's got all kinds of, okay, so I'm looking at eyeshadow here, or some kind of a contour palette. This may be what I need. And it looks a bit like the Revlon one that I absolutely love. It's got 3 blush, sort of a mid-tone blush and a highlighter. So maybe I'll start there and put this on and see what happens. Actually, as I mentioned, it looks very much like a Rimmel one that I've featured before. I'm a big fan of face palettes, where you get the 3 choices, and it looks very. Who knows what the powders themselves will be like? Excuse again, crinkling. At least everything's hygienic, right? So this is what it looks like. Well, I'm glad I wore green because that will go together. But this is a nice blush. I'm going to hold for 1 sec because I'm looking hopefully for a bronzer, and we can try that. But I'm going to just hold that for a second. This looks like an eye pencil of some kind. So that's or a lip liner. This is a lip liner. Oh, Revolution. Well, Revolution is for me one of my favorite brands of lip liners and products in general, so it's a very cool option to have that in the pack. Lip liner. Okay, I'm going to put that to one side too. And what else have we got? My gosh, it's like layers of things. And this is a Time Balm. I think that's probably a lipstick. I've got false lashes. Won't be using those. But still, in Vogue. They don't look that bad. I've never used eyelashes, so that wouldn't be a good one for me to judge or even assess. But there's more here. Oh, there's a brush, I think. Or no, this is an eyeliner. What is this one? This looks like an eyeshadow palette, perhaps. Okay, we're getting to realize what is in here, and then I'll start putting it on, and we'll start playing and seeing what the colors are like. This one is Your Magic. This is true. And this is a eyeshadow palette, which is again got multiple layers of protection on it. So I'm going to just do that. At least try to, if I can get my scissors. Thank goodness for scissors. Hey, it's not bad. It's a nice little palette. It's I can't see the brand name, but it looks very much like a NYX palette. And it does look like a NYX palette. It's not NYX, I don't believe. It is, let me see, where's my magnifying glass? I've lost it, it's buried. Is this, now this, I must also mention that this package came from Portugal. So this looks like a Portuguese brand. Sombra, there's also powders for the eyes, eyeshadows, and it very much looks like a NYX palette, so that's really cool. Okay, let's put some blush on. Let's start here. I've got my brushes, and I'm going to try just putting some blush on. There's no bronzer, which is okay. We'll just do without bronzer, but I'm going to start with a dab of this, a mixture really of these two. I think this is going to be a little pigmented, I think. I'll start in the middle. And I always be careful with blush because you can go crazy. Hey, do you know, that's not bad. That's okay. I'm using the lighter of the two colors. Okay, it's got a nice little glow to it as well. So this all cost $40. Yes, I admittedly could have bought a beautiful palette for $40, and I could have spent, you know, that $40 on products that I know. But this is so much fun to try new things. So I'm going to grab my mirror so I can see where I'm placing it. Okay, that is a little bright, but that's okay. We'll just keep going for a minute. I've got ways to deal with that. By the way, and this is a good opportunity to explain to you what I might do. If you put your blush on and it's just a little bit too bright, like this side I can see now is a little too much, just take some of your foundation, put it on a brush if you've got a brush handy. I've just used my same foundation, and just gently, you know, you can just kind of go over it and hide. We'll add some more later, but you can see how easy that is to kind of tone down a blush that's a little bit strong. The highlight looks really pretty too. I'm just going to try it on my hand. Yes, it's quite bright, this highlight, but nevertheless, I'm going to try it. Why not? Let's try. I think I'll use my desk now is covered with makeup. Let's try this little bit of. Oh, I can see what I did there. I didn't blend it. And just a teeny little bit. You don't want to put too much right under your eyes, any kind of highlight, but you can bring it up where the sun would shine if it was glowing on your face. So that's cool. Actually, it's not a bad highlight. I've used things from Eastern Europe that were very similar to this, and the pricing was about the same. So that's a cool blush. I like it. Okay, so that's the blush and highlight. Not bad choice there. I'm going to do the eyes now, just to do eyes. Oh, I just remembered I did not bring my brow pencil. Do I have any eyebrow? Okay, I think what we're going to have to do is maybe try some trickery here. But what else have I got here? Let's have a look. There might be a brow brush. There's a few more things to. Otherwise, I might have to just go and grab my brow cream, because brows do make the face, in my opinion, and it really is important to have it. But this may be lip tattoo. It's let's see, from a company called Alorca. I've never heard of them, but that's a nice. Actually, looks very nice. It's a pinky color. I've got one more thing here. What is this? This could pray for a brow brush. You can always use a bit of mascara, but that mascara looked really, really dark, so I don't think that's going to work for my brows. Time Balm. This is a multivitamin cream, which I probably could have put on at the beginning, but it's actually quite nice looking. And I think it's in a tube, so this is so much fun. It's, is it a blush or it's got, I'm not sure whether it's a blush or whether it's some kind of other cream product, but I can't find my magnifying glass here, but I believe it is. Let me put it on my hand. We'll check and see. This is so fun, so much fun. Oh, it's actually clear. So it's something that I should have probably put on beforehand, as a primer perhaps even. Oh, no scent. It's actually my perfume, but it's okay. That's great. Okay, so I think what I'll do is just stop for a second and go get my brow cream, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've done my brows with my Maybelline Tattoo Brow. You can actually see, though, immediately what brows do to your face. And as I was looking in the mirror, thinking you really do need to at least have that in your kit, as a brow mascara or some kind of pencil, because it really does bring your face to life, in my opinion. So that's my brow product. But I'm going to do eyes using this new funky palette here from Eldora, whatever it was called, this Portuguese palette. And there's actually enough choice here to work with. So I'm going to just start with this as a base, and then I'm going to use one of the darker shades, maybe combine these two for the edges, and then I'll see what happens in the middle. There is actually another eyeshadow that was included in here that I didn't see, and it's actually by a company called Beauty Benefits, and it's a little single one which I opened. It's really cool, so that might work on it as a lid cover too. So that's the product in this kit. I mean $44, that's not cheap, but it's actually really, I think, been so far worth it. So I'm going to use this very light base color and use my mirror to see what I'm doing. And hope you're doing okay, everybody, by the way. I know it's a crazy time in this world, and makeup for me is kind of just a way of getting some sanity. And wow, this is nice. It's going on really smoothly. And I don't know, I just sit down and do my makeup, and I just love sharing with you these kinds of little alternative ways of doing eye products and doing eyeshadows. It's really, and just makeup in general. And I'm going to use a slightly denser brush for the edge, and I'm just going to put a little bit like a little V at the edge, which I'm using, let's see, I'm looking at the dark colors. They're quite dark. I think this would be okay. Just testing it on my hand. Okay, that will work. And just a little bit of darkness at the edge there. Maybe it could be a bit even darker. You can bring it, if you haven't got hooded eyes, you can bring it over a little bit at the top. My eyes are a little bit hooded, so I'm not going to do that. See the little darker color? Just gives kind of a frame to your eye. A lot of people put, like a cat's eye or something with eyeliner, but I tend not to do that. But everything should go up. That's the secret with older eyes. And I'm going to do this side here too. Actually, this is a very nice little palette. It's blending in really well. It's not smudging. There's no fallout. It's actually quite pretty. And I'm just bringing it a little bit under my eyes. There is actually a eyeliner in here too, which looks like a liquid one, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to just use my finger, I think, for this next phase. And there's a color right here, which is kind of pretty. This one, very simple. So almost like a goldy color. Maybe I'll mix it, but I think I'm going to mix this one and this one here together. See what we can come up with. Yes, it's getting close to my favorite color, my toasted Urban Decay Toasted. Okay, everyone, I'm impressed. Truly, that went on so smoothly, and it doesn't look like sparkly, glittery. It looks really, I think, very pretty. I think the lipstick's going to add a lot to this as well. So let me just put this on my other eye. Okay, do you know, truly, I would wear this. I mean, this is not just an experiment. I really do love this eyeshadow. And there's some other colors in here that are gorgeous. So we'll see how that all turns out. But I'm going to pop a bit more on, just so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I mean, honestly, this was so fun because I had no idea at all how it was going to work out, right? I just, it could have gone any direction, but I think it turned out, this is a very pretty palette. Okay, mascara. Let's do mascara because that's either going to make or break this. We'll see how it goes, but where's mascara? It was a huge brush, and so I've got to be careful I don't smudge it, because that's the only danger with a very big mascara brush like this. And it's wet. It's super wet. Again, I tend to like wet mascaras because you can feel them going on your eyes, right? So it's not so, just gonna make sure I've got my shadow right before I put the mascara. I don't think I'll be doing much, going back after this is on. So let's have a look. You see how big that brush is? I'm going easy. Yeah, wow. I mean, always with mascaras, of course, you've got to be careful of the quality and the, how it was very well sealed. So I feel comfortable with that. Do you know something, my friends? This is actually a really nice mascara. Okay, I'm just dabbing. Can you see the difference? I think this is very cool. So far, I mean, I'm impressed with this set. I don't think it's a bad value for money at all. And I'm trying not to go too close to my eyes because I don't know this brand, but it's really going on well. And you can see that I am being super, 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 super careful because, but I don't need to be. I mean, I'm actually really feeling comfortable with it. Okay. That's just literally like one coat, and then I'll let it just dry for a second. Okay, as you start to keep going, you can feel there's a little bit of pull. So maybe I stop there. This is a nice mascara. Nice palette, nice mascara. I am actually happy that I have that. I'm going to use that again. Let me put some lipstick on. I think, where's that liner? Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the liquid eyeliner, which I won't be using, but I'll take it out to see what the brand is. Sorry, this is going on a little bit. This is a longer video than I would normally do, but I wanted to make sure. This is Nye, and New York Nye, N-I-E, Perfection. It's an eyeliner, and I'll just put it on my hand because I don't do liners, so of any kind, luxury or otherwise. But it's very black. It went on very narrow, very easy. Didn't smudge. Well, I don't know how it's going to smudge. I'll let it dry and I'll see. But how amazing is this? Now, what have I missed? Let me have a look because there's something else that's wrapped up here that I didn't open. It was probably brown. It's probably brown mascara that I missed. This is the last package though, so I'm going to see what it is. It was probably brows, but never mind. It's all good. This one is called. No, it is a brow gloss. I should have waited, but let's try it and see what it's like. So it's a brow gloss. So we'll see if it's a color or if it's just a shaper, which is actually, that would be just fine because nice package and it's a pretty color. And let's see if it's an actual, it's okay. So it's actually a gloss for your brows. There's not a brush, but let's put it on and see what happens. I'll just try a little bit. Maybe it might be one of these brow products that actually just gives your brows a bit of like texture so that you can then brush up with a little mini brush and keep it holding in place. I don't see too much change to anything, but it feels wet and it feels like it's a sealant. So that's actually very cool. So in this kit, there was everything except for foundation, and I knew that. But there was even things I didn't want to use, like the eyelashes. And I'm going to try this liner, this beautiful liner by, if I can find it now, it's buried, by Revolution, and do my lips. Because I've got 3 options for lips here. Oh, it's got one of the seals on it. Okay. It's a gel liner, which is perfect. And let's see, I've got 2 glosses. No lipstick, but I've got a gloss. So I'm going to try this one first because it looks like it's a thicker, it says it's a lip tattoo. So maybe that's kind of one of the ones that leaves a little bit of a stain on your lips, which is great. And I'll put the lip liner on. This is, again, Revolution is a good line. So it got smudged a bit as I was opening it. So I'm going to try. I think it's dark. Okay. I need to just wipe that because it got smudged as I was taking it out of the packaging. Okay. It's a dark lip liner. I was hoping it'd be like a coppery color, but it's more reddy. But I'm going to put it on just on the bottom, just in the middle section, not all the way to the end. Okay. I'm going a little bit over the edges, so I'm paying attention. But and again, you don't want to be bringing it down to the edges, just along the middle part. So that's the lip liner. Not my color particularly, but it's not a bad lip liner. And let's try this lip tattoo and see what color it is. Okay, it looks dark. It's actually not bad. It's a pinky color. And it does have a texture. It has a texture to it, and it has a pigment to it. So it's not just a lip gloss, which is good. So let's try some lip. Oh, this is so fun. My blush I'm really liking. I'm liking the eyes. Okay, This is so far, I think, a pretty good set. Okay, it's very pink. So it doesn't particularly go with the blush, but in a way it's okay. And I actually like the feeling of this. It's super, super soft, creamy, and light. Now I put it on my hand, and hopefully before we finish the video, I'll be able to see how smudge proof that is, because it feels right now like it's not matte. It's a very, it feels matte in the sense that it feels drying, but it doesn't feel sticky. So I'm happy with that. And I'm going to just try this other little beautiful gloss, which it looks a little stickier, but I'm going to put it on anyway. Actually, it's got a bit of a coral color to it, so this might work. Well, the chances of them actually having thought how all this was going to look together and putting this kit together is remote, but I think they managed here to find colors that look really good together, that work together, like that drier lipstick, now this gloss on top, the 3-color palette for the cheeks, the eye palette. For me, that was a really strong win. There were things I didn't use, the eyelashes, the fake eyelashes, and also the liner. That is a really good set. I'm very, very happy with it. And if you want to experiment with it, I'll leave you the name of the company that I ordered from. But you can go onto Etsy and just type in full face of surprise box makeup. And this is what it turned out like. I'm really impressed. I didn't actually take a look at that other eyeshadow, but it looks remarkably, again, like the my favorite, although it's got a bit of more of a golden glow to it. Yeah, it's more of a goldy color, you can see there. But still, I am happy. What do you think? What did you like the best? What was your favorite part of the application? Which product did you like the best? I'm bordering on the mascara. I really like that mascara. And I love the eyeshadow. I thought it was very nice. And the blush as well. So I'm going to put just a teeny, teeny, teeny bit more blush on my cheeks. Just the, maybe mixing the two here. The highlight and that light color. Hope that you're having a great day wherever you are, guys. Just put some makeup on and go out into the world and shine. Oh, actually, I can't put any more on. It's good enough. It's just good enough. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this surprise box unboxing, revealing of random brands, drugstore brands from from a surprise box. Hope that you enjoyed it. I certainly did, and look forward to trying new brands. I got some things I was picked up in the UK that I'll share with you next time. But anyway, thank you. Love your feedback and whether you tried anything like this before. Oh, I forgot my spray. I forgot my setting spray. Okay, why not? This always worries me though, because sometimes these sprays are super, super. Okay. It's supposed to bring a glow to your face. Is it glowing? Am I glowing? It takes a minute to dry. I need my little fan to dry it so that it looks good. Okay, everybody. Well, thanks again for joining me on this adventure, and hope you enjoyed it. And we'll talk again really soon. Go out into the world and shine.